We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Welcome back, as we are hanging out with Stripe, the horror icon pig, hanging out in the bed, getting his lettuce nom time on, and getting ready for the next horror-related review. Now, this one technically could have went either way. Could have been Stripe or it could have been Rorschach, and Rorschach may still make an appearance. But from Neca, in conjunction with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Universal Monsters, we have Leonardo as the creature from the Black Lagoon Ultimate figure. Of course, looking at the box as always, this back of this box I think is absolutely fantastic. I love what they did with the back of this box. This feels incredible to look at. It feels like the creature from the Black Lagoon with enough of that TMNT in it with the Leonardo figure that this is just spectacular. So taking a quick look at the figure inside the box, there you go with Leonardo. And I think this one actually somehow looks better than the Universal Monsters creature. So we're going to go ahead and get him out of the box, and we're going to take a look at him in some action poses. Again, taking a look at that before we get this out of the box. And it is absolutely Rorschach approved. Right, Rorschach? Here we go with Leonardo in this first pose. Of course, you can see the ankle rocks and pivots and everything that he's got going on there. Got the ankle turn. He also has like a shin turn in there as well some decent movement up in the legs, and of course showing off some of that articulation in the arms, and of course that head with that nice leaning pose. There is no articulation in the main body because of the shell. I'm all stretched out, letting off a big giant monster bellow. Got him in another pose here. It looked like he's getting ready to walk away, showing off all the netting and other details that they have on his back. And real quick, let's just take a look at some of that stuff. See, he's got the netting going all the way around. He's got some fishing bobs sitting there, a few hooks. Really nice detail work that they've done on this one. And the gold on this one, I don't think is overdone or overplayed like it is on the regular creature. Just incredible detail work in this one. I am really appreciating. The only thing that does kind of get in the way is the knee pads and the elbow pads when you're trying to position them into different action poses. Here we go with Leonardo with a couple of his weapons, supposed to simulate his swords that the original one. These ones are spears, and he's got a little, what looks like a piranha stuck on the end of that one, and then the other one is just a plain one. This one has actually got a nice string hanging off the end of it, and it's a rope. So he's got like a ship rope on the end of it, all tied up for his handle. Really nice. Let's check out the rest of the pieces. Of course, you see the different hands that are on there as well, so he can hold these swords. Here we go with his last weapon in his last two hands. He's got this bone claw. You gotta kind of pop the hand off and jam this on the end of the hand and then jam the hand back on. It's kind of odd. Overall, this is a really good looking creature, a Leonardo creature at that. But this is a really good looking version. There is a little bit of limited posability on this one. There are limitations in this posability. So up here at the top of the thighs, you can't really move him quite as far as you want. And because of these big fin backs on here, when you're trying to get him in a kneeling position, it's just not going to happen because they get in the way. There also are a few limitations in the way you can move the arms, because once again, he's got the fins on his forearms and everything. But everything else about this figure is really nice. I can say that I would recommend this one. If you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you like Universal Monsters, you're going to love this crossover. I think this one is done fairly well. Yes, there are limitations of posability, but this thing looks spectacular. I would say with the limitations, unfortunately, I can't give it as high of a grade as I would like. Even though the detailing and everything is in this one, because of the lack of posability, the best I can give this is a very solid 8 out of 10. It just misses getting the 9 because of the lack of articulation in this thing. But the detail, once again, outstanding. least we forget his very last accessory. He does come with a small baby turtle. Well, is this a baby turtle? Is it a full-grown turtle? I mean, who knows? Maybe it's supposed to represent him as a baby turtle turning into the creature, because it does have a very eerie look to it. Guys, be sure to let Stripe, the horror icon pig, and of course, Rorschach, know what you thought about this one. Later, y'all.